They called themselves guardians of justice. Yet their deeds were harsher than anyone else's. They idled about every day, constantly sniffing for new clues. Suddenly, a woman screamed. The guardians immediately caught the scent of injustice. They rushed toward it, only to find a woman who had simply tripped. They examined her closely, but found no trace of wrongdoing. The pale-faced man grew bored, turned around, and was about to leave. Just then, he caught the scent of a car accident. The guardians gathered once more. This time, they reconstructed the scene of the crash. After some deep thought, the pale-faced man twisted the facts. He claimed that the e-bike had only brushed against the rich man's luxury car, and that the fat man was seizing the chance to demand outrageous compensation. Hearing this, the guardians' faces changed instantly. They began condemning the fat man's immorality. The fat man tried to explain, but they gave him no chance, hurling insults instead. Meanwhile, a thin man attempted to flee with a stolen handbag, but the fat man grabbed him. As they struggled, a hand yanked the fat man's heavy gold chain, forcing him to the ground. Under the banner of justice, the guardians began kicking and punching him, and right before his eyes, they smashed his luxury car to pieces. Soon, this so-called justice won the approval of bystanders, who began to imitate them. The guardians put on masks symbolizing justice, and even young children joined in. They posted about the fat man online. Before long, he was attacked across the internet. Wherever he went, he was scorned by these champions of justice. At last, unable to endure the pressure of public opinion, the fat man took his own life. But then, the woman who had fallen appeared again. She snatched her handbag back from the thin man, and revealed the truth about the accident. She explained that, while crossing at a traffic light, the thin man had stolen her bag. Her scream was heard by the fat man, who then drove his car to strike the thief. And thus the earlier scene had unfolded. The fat man had been innocent, but he was already dead, and would never know it. The police could only place a funeral wreath by his side. As a token of praise, the so-called guardians of justice reverted to their pale faces, clapping mockingly at his corpse. When the doctor announced the cause of death, the guardians looked shocked, then left with a show of regret. But these champions of justice never admitted their mistake. Instead, they kept sniffing the air, hunting for their next target of public outrage.